touches the heart of development, urban renewal, from road construction to infrastructure upgrades and the beautification project. There's been quite a bit happening across various parts of Kwara, and the public is watching closely. Joining me to shed the light on Kwara State Government's vision and efforts in this regard is Ibrahim Abdullateef Akolu, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Communication. Good morning, sir. It's nice to have you here.
Good morning to you, OJ.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing
good. Morning,
good.
Kwarans. I'm happy to join you again for this edition of the program. My name is Ibrahim Abdullateef Akolu, the Senior Special Assistant to Kwara State Government on Communication. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And remember, we're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. If you want to see what's happening in the studio, you should go on YouTube and Facebook and you'll see it. Flow FM 927 on both platforms, YouTube and Facebook, Flow FM 927. And also will be time for you to call into the studio or send a WhatsApp message about what we're discussing today. And the Special Assistant to the Governor of Communication will be helping us understand not just the scope of this urban renewal project, but also key issues of public interest and governance. Is going to be a really revealing conversation, so stay with us on the show today. So let's start with the big picture. Today we're talking about urban development. What exactly is the vision behind Kwara State's ongoing urban renewal policy?
Thank you very much. Government exists everywhere to provide leadership. Kwara State Government in particular exists to provide good leadership. And what you see going around the state today are marks of a good leadership in place. When the administration came on board in 2019, what the people were yearning for that actually brought it home was that they needed Kwara to develop. They wanted Kwara to go forward, and the lot fell on the shoulders of the governor as the number one citizen of the state, as the chief executive officer of Kwara State. He knew he had to take bold decisions, embark on strong reforms, and build critical infrastructure to change the face of the state and improve our lot. And for the past 5 years now, I'm sure the people of Kwara State must have seen the difference, whether with educational infrastructure, water project, school renovation, health improvement, and all of that. So what appears to have been, been hotly debated now is that why is doing all of these things. Some people usually, get a bit affected. Yeah. And then you see this, some debate, some controversy, then backlashes here and there about it. For instance, I'm sure you are just being shy of asking me directly. You must have heard about the ongoing work at Ojaoba,
yes,
A6. It is not new. The government just didn't start. It has been on for like a month or two now, when they started the renovation of the road coming from Sulu Gambari Road down to Ojaoba Market, down to Isale Oja. So as at that time, the government had appealed to people to please desert the road, leave the road open for easy movement of vehicles, tricycles, and other things like that. And it has been on for a while. It has been on for many years. Part of what people have been calling for is that they wanted that place to be neat, to be safe for everyone. And successive governments have also tried to solve that issue, but to no avail. Now, being a difference maker, lover of the people by excellence, a developmental extraordinaire, the governor of Kwara State sees it well to take the bold reforms by following through with his words that the people of Kwara State deserve better, and to give them what they deserve, we have to be able to show courage in taking these hard decisions. That's why when you pass through Ojoba now, you see that it is neater,
Yeah.
and then vehicular movement of the movement of vehicles and people are more easier than it used to be, and that is the joy of every Kwaran. Some people have asked, but why are people being ejected? Why it has to be done? This is the sacrifice everybody has to make for us to be able to expand our economy. If we want to do that, for us to be able to build a more beautiful state, for us to run a safer transportation system. Imagine, God forbid, with the way it used to be, if a trailer should just ram into the market, or if
And they're
something
beside the road.
and they are beside the road, or if something should, sometimes a couple of months ago, this trailer that used to carry rusty old irons, past that particular road, and something dropped on top of that. It dropped on someone because that person was very close to the road and stuff like that. So, and some people have been making insinuations whether they were targeted. How can you target, ordinary, everyday market women that are only trying to make ends meet? What do you gain from, making them suffer? Nothing. Nobody in particular. And then you also have to take into cognizance the fact that before Ojaoba market, the government had done something at post office too.
Yes.
You remember? Even this Tanke
Junction.
something had been done there too.
I think it's also going on in the pipeline area.
Before that one, we had been to Adeta, Alikma. You used to remember the Alikma Adeta road. It was not as wide as that. It was not a dual carriage road. It was when this government came on board, we began work on it. Then some people were affected too. Oloje, Afayaya Road was not also like that before, until this administration started work on it. And then people who apply this road today, they see the development it has brought, they see the difference it has made, and they are giving kudos and commendations to the government. And I'm sure development-driven people and governance experts would understand the direction the government is taking. Our job is to communicate its intentions and appeal to the people to kindly queue behind him as he drives this moment of rebuilding Kwara State. There will be controversy as it is now. There will be divergence of opinion. People will say, why don't you do this way? But I want you to know that previous administrations have tried unsuccessfully to do what the governor is now doing successfully today. The difference between them has been the will to carry on, the courage not to buckle under pressure, and the support of good people, good Kwarans like OJ and you that is listening to me out there today. So we have to ensure that we support this governor in particular, to be able to carry on the reforms he's making. Because at the end of the day, Kwara cannot always remain the way it is. Our capital cannot look the way it looked 10, 20 years ago. And we will be saying, we are the state of harmony, we are developing. Where is the development? Where is not feasible? If you have been to Kwara maybe 3 years ago, if you come today, I'm sure you almost miss your way. Right? You'll be like, this post office, this unity, what's happening here? You want to call someone? If you now come to Tanke as a University of Ilorin graduate of 5-6 years ago, and you see how Tanke is now, are you sure I'm on my way to the PS? Are you sure something has, are you sure I've not missed my way? It shows that a government has been in place. If you go to somewhere 10 years ago, you go back again and you do not miss your way, nothing has changed. Are you sure people are doing anything here? So the government deserves support. We deserve encouragement. You can let us know, what you feel, your opinion, your voices can be heard, but condemnation and political attack that only affect reforms are not going to take us anywhere. Because at the end of the day, whatever the governor does today, in terms of project, he will not take them home. After he's leaving now, he will not say, so because I have done the Tanke flyover, Unity flyover, and all the roads that we have done in Tanke or Unity, or because I did all these things during my tenure, I have to go home with them. Or you can name them Abraham and Abdullateef. It's not done anywhere in the world. So it's for you and I. Imagine the travel time it takes us, or it used to take us, before you come from maybe a Tanke Junction now down to the permanent site of the University of Illinois. It has reduced. You see, there is no longer traffic, whether in the afternoon or in the morning, along that the route too. And then away from that, when you are coming or you are going anywhere around Unity or post office, you get there and you see that it's easier for you to pass. Those people who used to tug at your shirt, especially you female people, and say, all this sort of harassment they do, they no longer do that to you because they have been displaced. So the dignity of the girl child is protected. Even as a transporter, whether you ride bicycle or tricycle or you use G-Wagon, when you pass by, the quality of the road you pass, affects how you go around, how you enjoy driving, or you go about your movement. And then a quality road network has a way of improving the quality of your economy. When you have a city that is secure, that is neat, that has quality road or hospital or some other infrastructure in place, it attracts investment. People from across the world, eye your state as where they can site their companies, or as a state they can enter partnership with for all kinds of businesses. So that's why the government does what it does. And it's not a government that just tax you. If you pay your tax, you can see it in what roads you get, what hospitals are being renovated or being built, or what services you get in the healthcare sector. So I'm here to appeal to our people, whether young or old, especially young people, to please queue behind the reforms of the governor, because this is the time of our life. This is a call we must have been making for many years, that we needed an administration that we could call our own, one that would not fear to take these decisions that will change our lives. If he is not doing all this, imagine another, he just uses the administration and go away. You have to wait for another one. And then you look at the other states like Lagos that we run to. This is what they do there. Every time you see them, saying rails have to pass through this place, or roads have to pass, and then you say, Lagos is fine, Lagos is developing. If they are not taking these decisions, Lagos will not be fine or developing. So sometimes our people may not be informed enough, or may not understand the vision behind these things. As citizens, as young people, we have to be able to ensure that we also let them know that, look, Mama, Baba, this is for us. So there have been a bit of resistance at the moment in Ojaoba, right? We appeal to them again. And if you know them, appeal to people that this is not personal, this is not for them or against them. This is for all of us. This is for the future of our unborn children. This is how Kwara will be able to stand shoulder to shoulder with its counterpart across the country. And we must not only even settle for that, we must aim to be over and above every state in the country. And we have to start the journey now so that we can catch up and overtake them. So enough time had been wasted on politics, on leadership that is afraid to take decisions, on government that panders to sentiment. Now that we have a difference maker in place in the person of Governor Abdullateef, what people should do is to rally around him, especially as he's working all against the odds. When he won the second election, people assume that when he got there as a second-term governor, he was just going to follow the basics because, of course, you have won the election. You no longer have encouragement or inspiration to do anything by the people. All you have to do is pay salary and just while away the time. But he's proven the difference. He's proven to be a very unique person. What he has literally done, even in this second period, can be said to be greater than the work he did in the first time. You look at intangible things like the appointment of young people in government. People said, "Oh, you only did that in first time so that you could, how you can support of young people." Now you see what he has done in the second term too. Oh, women are occupying key public places, public positions in Kwara. The governor is doing well, but don't worry. Maybe you just want to. You see what he has done. No. With his cabinet in second term too, and if you say he's doing well, it's because he just want people to forget the former whatever, and then so now he is just going against all the predictions of the bookmakers because he's a difference maker. And now that he's doing what he is doing, whether in the health sector or in the education sector, where we have won more laurels than any other state in the past 5 years. We have won. We have repeated. I know you watch football. You know what they call you repeat a title or you repeat it. So Kwara has literally repeated national presidential debate. Away from that, we just won this very year national tax debate. Just in 5 years we have won 4-5 national laurel in the education sector. In health sector, we won a leadership challenge. We have won it twice. We won in 2024. 2023, we also won in 2024. He came with about $500,000 prize, So these are the things which we never won before he came. So we are here to further inform people or appeal to them, as the case may be, that whatever the governor is doing away from politics deserves applause, deserves support, and whatever opinion that any other person may also have, they are welcome. But we must ensure that they are constructive one, not the one that will stop him in his track, to ensure that Kwara State gets up there with its counterpart across the country. You saw what we did with the recruitment of TESCOM teachers recently, how stakeholders across sectors have been commending him for ensuring that it was merit-based, it was fair and transparent to all. That's also another first. The other time we did that was in 2021, and people could see that we have even improved on it. An administration is in place and you are trying to employ people. You must ensure that it's open to all. It's not by who knows who or a system that will take away opportunity from the most deserving and give to people who barely get to know people who are in power. So if he's doing all this for you and I mean, why should we play the old politics of us against him when he's literally working for all of us? When the administration came on board, they call it Kwara for all. In Yoruba, our mama ati baba nile, they will say Ijoba Mekunu. So if an administration, processes a recruitment process and makes it open to all, then you must know it is for us. It is Kwara for all.
Yes.
If you have a social investment scheme in place where you give support to vulnerable people like aged people, or you give business fund like Kwarapreneur to young people, as we have seen before, then truly you are a Ijoba Mekunu by all standard. And when you have an administration that has spent 5 years without owing a single civil servant, active civil servant, their salary, then this is one that respects the bureaucracy, that respects the dignity of labor. And whatever it is that might be the shortcoming of this administration, the advantages, the achievement as far outweigh them. So we are saying the government in place is for you and I. And people need to know that the reforms that are being undertaken, that are being done, whether in the earth or road infrastructure, are for you and I and the generation on board. So we can advise them better, but we hold them support if we truly will love this state as we say it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ibrahim Akolu. And you can as well join on the conversation as well. The phone lines are open 0807 777 9927. You can call in or send a WhatsApp message 0807 777 9927. And let's remember to keep it civil 0807 777 9927. Call into the studio line if you have a question or if you would like to ask our guest a question or contribute to the conversation today on the show. Kwara Today. Remember, Kwara Today is a government-sponsored program airing 11:30 to 12 p.m. every day. Let's get to call. Hello. Hello, good morning.
I'm Precious from Sake.
From Fate, okay, you can have your say today this morning. Do you have a... Do you have... Okay. Go on, go on. Okay, you do well to connect back. Please do well to connect back 0807 777 9927. You can connect with, our guests in the studio. And we do have a WhatsApp message here. Emperor from Tanke Ledu and an indigene of Kwara North precisely, is sending a WhatsApp message and it says, "Well done, OJ, and I greet your guest. He is someone I have been following for long on Facebook for his personality. To be faithful, Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak is a blessing to Kwara State entirely. Imagine recently I went to pick government house to pick my brother. The kind of road I drove on was like someone in the UK. He's trying and he has done excellently well. But please, he should not forget the rural areas we have been neglected, especially the Nupe part of Kwara North, no good road, network, water, schools. He should check Basita Road, Shonga Road. They keep saying it's a federal road and we are the one using it. He should please look into rural development too. God bless Kwara State." So, what do you have a response to that, Honorable Ibrahim Akolu?
Thank you very much. I appreciate his feedback. I want to believe that, like I said, development comes in process. We cannot say we have done everything. Right? But we are saying that we have tried our best. Like what you said about rural roads, we have done quite a lot of rural roads, but I guess we have not gotten to the parts that he mentioned, because I know that Lafia G Road, Pati G Road in the same Kwara North, Elisha Baba Guanara Road in that same Kwara North, and the government recently facilitated some federal roads, which include Okuta Yashikira Road in Baruti. We have Old Water to Offer Road under that same project, and one in Basita that even connected some part of Kwara North with some other part of Benin Republic. So I encourage him to wait. They should continue engaging the government. The government will eventually get there according by the available resources. We have not forgotten them at all. Recently, we just inaugurated the OC campus of Kwara State University. We have also just finished the OC Obo Ayegunle Road in Kwara South. These are roads you consider as rural roads. Right. They are not in Ilorin, but maybe because some roads that have been done in Ilorin make more noises, attract more attention, that may give the perception that the government is not doing something elsewhere in the state. But I thank him for his feedback. I've put that down. I will put it across to the authorities concerned, and I'm sure they will work on it if the resources available permit them. But we have not forgotten them. That's all I wanted to say. I also want to make some addition before we get off the program, that whatever is being done in the state capital is not for the people of Ilorin or people of Kwara Central alone. If you look at it by the statistics, people usually live most in the central. Even you and I, if you are from Ilorin, OJ, I assume that if you are from Kwara, I assume that you come to the capital, or you literally stay in the capital the most, and we all use it across all the local men that we come from. And that is to also say that people who visit the state first, they usually go to the capital. As I speak with you, there are a lot of projects that are going on under RAMP, Rural Access Project, that the Kwara State Government facilitated to Kwara, and we were recently rated as the most outstanding state under that program in the country. And then I'm sure some of these roads have been captured or are being captured under them. So we encourage the people of Kwara State to continue to call us to do more for them while they appreciate whatever is being done. I want to assure them that until the 29th of May 2027, this governor is not going to drop the ball. He will continue to work and work and work to ensure that development gets to the dividend, or the dividends of democracy gets to the doorstep of everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I see the phone line still beeping, but sorry, that's the size of the show today on Kwara Today. That brings us to another end of an insightful today edition of Kwara Today on Flow FM 92.7. A big thank you to our guest, the Senior Special Assistant to the Kwara State Governor on Communication, Ibrahim Abdullateef Akolu. Thank you for joining us and shedding light on the urban renewal efforts currently reshaping parts of Kwara State and also other matters of public interest. It's a pleasure having you today.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure too. Thank you.
Thank you. And as we've heard today, development is not just about buildings and roads, but about creating spaces and systems that improve the everyday lives of Kwarans. It's also about communication, accountability, and staying connected with the people. To you, our listeners, thank you for always being part of these important discussions. If you missed any part of today's segment, you can as well check out our YouTube channel, Facebook at Flow FM 927. Be sure to connect with us on there. And until next time, my name is Olaitan Johnson. Remember, Kwara Today airs every Wednesday, 11:30 to 12 p.m. Stay curious and stay engaged with the growth of Kwara. Stay tuned to Flow FM 92.7.